right,
thank you very much.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you very, very much. That was really very heartwarming, if I'll put it that way. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have to go on a break right now. But this break we're going on, we decided to actually do something very beautiful on the show, and this is specifically for Muslim brothers and sisters out there. We actually had a correspondent who went on the street to speak to, a lot of Muslim brothers and sisters out there, and we'd like you to actually watch this particular video. And when we come back, please also know that we have an interview. We'll be speaking to a particular guest here who will be telling us about their brand and also their products. So enjoy this particular voice pop, and we'll be right back.
One of the fascinating moments I've had throughout this Ramadan was, I think, when I woke up late for sahur and I could not prepare anything to eat to fast for the whole day. And I had to go hungry. I had to stay like that throughout the whole day. I didn't take anything till 7 o'clock.
My fascinating moment in this Ramadan is when I overslept. It's not that I kind of overslept, but I could not wake up for my tahajjud. Okay, I'm alone. So I don't have done much time to complete the work as I'm supposed to.
I would say that one of the most fascinating moments would be particularly the last 10 days. The last 10 days require a lot of intentionality and putting in your efforts to ensure that you catch the most, we say, the precious day that is more than 1,000 days, which is the Laylatul Qadr. The Laylatul Qadr is one of the nights that not only worship, we also say forth our prayers, our duas, and we believe that it is answered by Almighty Allah.
Sharing how meals for people, that's the most fascinating. Being able to coordinate, and it was very, very stressful, but I was surprised that I could actually pull everything through. So that's the most fascinating memory I have during this Ramadan.
That would be the sahur. Reason, the fact that I have to anticipate, the fact that I don't want to sleep off, and there's this thing about waking up, trying to connect with your God. It's so fascinating, and I like it. Okay, to be a fruit. Yeah, a fruit, and that would be watermelon. Everything about it is sweet.
My most fascinating moment during Ramadan is actually when I'm preparing iftar meals. After fasting for the whole day and we are getting close to iftar, I still have to put myself together to prepare something nice for my family. So that's actually fascinating. And the fact that even while cooking the food, I'm not tempted to just break my fast and all that. At some point my husband was like, women are 8 plugs engines and men are just 4 plugs, because around that time you are drained, you are tired, you are exhausted, you are just waiting to break your fast. But we, the women of the home, we have to actually get into the kitchen and something nice together for the family. So that's a fascinating moment for me.
It was when I met up with my sisters and we had joint account together. We had to sleep over in the same house. We spoke about how life has been dealing with us and how we've been going and how everything has been going and how we reflected about our life and the way forward and everything. So that was kind of the highlight
from morning till the time we break, it's very, very painful. We don't say we know what we're asking for, so for it to happen, we have to deprive our flesh to understand, so God can.
A fascinating moment. There was a night I was reading, so I tried to just read a little and then wake up in the midnight to eat for fasting. But I realized that I slept, so I woke up at the time around 2, and that's not the time for sahur. There's still more time, so I decided to eat at the time. So unknowingly I planned to wake up, but unluckily I did not wake up. So it was that meal that I ate at that time that I used to fast.
The fact that it's a golden opportunity and everyone is always up and doing and they just want to get as many reward as they can, but they know that it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. So if you're alive to witness it, it's a huge opportunity, a golden opportunity, as I say.
The first 7 days, because I was in my house, my family, and we fasted together, we had sahur together and iftar together. So that's the most fascinating thing during this Ramadan.
So the meal I would like to break my fast with, that will resonate with my personality, is actually jollof rice and plantain with turkey or swallow. So that's it.
My bro, I come from a place where anything you see is actually food. But just give me like something that will be special. Just give me pounded yam, egusi with turkey, chicken, meat, very because we are already in the last days of Ramadan. Do you understand? You know now, so like that vibe of eating a lot, killing also poor baby. So and that's it for me.
Regarding food for iftar, I'm not really a picky person, so my personality does not call for choosing any kind of food. Anything goes. I want to choose rice and this and stew, maybe eggs also, fish sauce, any kind of sauce. That's because I can be everything. I can be like rice on some occasion. I can be like this on some occasion. So I am a very versatile person. I have different personality depending on the kind of situation I find myself. So that's it.
If I'm to choose a food, I'll choose amala, ewedu. Why is that? It's not something hard, like, you know, since morning to that time, so there's no need to eat something hard. That it's just be going sleep with your message inside my stomach, and to just be like with the meat and all those kind of.
I'll start with as a Muslim we broke his fruits, and I prefer to do it in Sunnah, following the Prophet's ways. He used to break with dates, so I also like to break with dates. So concerning food, I'll just rather take a light food, like rice, or spaghetti, just light food though, because I'm not a fan of heavy food.
One of the best meal I'll choose that resonates with my personality. I can say, let me just say rice and chicken or something like that. I don't know, I have this kind of, I don't know, I have this kind of desire to always eat rice and chicken. I don't really know why it's actually like resonates with my personality, but I just kind of like it.
I'll say pepper soup, I guess. I mean, pepper soup is always spicy and I'm spicy. Thank you. Bye.
It's going to be a meal with less carbohydrates, protein, and plenty of vegetables. Just a small portion of rice, plenty of vegetables, carrots, cabbage put together, then chicken. That would just be a perfect meal for me. Then plenty of warm water to fill my fast.
Simple meal, which is papa or akara, and with a mixture of some protein like milk. So I think that because it's not something I take often, and it doesn't need a lot of processing before I can get them in this market. So I think it's not something I eat often. I just like I would love to go for papa and akara.
So I would say it has to be something very creative, not boring, something that is very catchy. So I would say there has to be maybe Betty, maybe pancakes, all those interesting English breakfast and all of those things. When you're having it with like a smoothie to go with it. It's just something very interesting. So it's not boring, yeah.
All right, interesting takes, interesting opinions there from most of them are actually students, and I think I really enjoyed what they had to say. And just to do a little brief on what you heard, we had to ask them their fascinating moment during the Ramadan, and also if they were to like choose a particular meal that they will break their fast with. I think they call that iftar, right? What meal would that be that resonates with their personality? And some of them said amala because it could go easily, and somebody even said his own fascinating moment was when she overslept and couldn't cook in the morning to begin the fast with, right? And she had to stay all through that day without food, and unfortunately that was like an unfortunate situation for her. But I hope you actually enjoyed that particular one, even though I will still apologize for the technical issues that we face, but we'll definitely do better. All right, and right now we would like you to actually stay glued because we have our guests present here already, and we'll just go on a music break, and when we come back we'll be speaking to our guests.